Nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, conjunctions, phrases, tenses. Oof. You're not alone if you think that English grammar is complicated and exhaustive. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Bhageshri. Now it is well known that one of the most important aspects of a language is grammar. Whether you like it or not, grammar allows you to convey the meaning of your words in a way that you intend to. So let's look at it this way. I shall share two examples with you, and I'm going to be using the same set of words in both the sentences. But the placement of the words will determine what I am trying to convey. So let's look at example number one. I saw the girl with binoculars. This sentence means that I saw someone with binoculars. Sentence number two. With binoculars, I saw the girl. This means that I was using binoculars to see the girl. Okay, so you saw the difference, right? In the first sentence, I saw the girl who was holding a pair of binoculars. And in the second sentence, I was using binoculars to see the girl. That's English grammar for you. But don't worry, in today's video, I shall be talking about 10 pairs of words that are used interchangeably in English and how you can avoid making mistakes on that front. I've also attached a quiz or a little exercise for you to master these words. So make sure you watch this video till the end and do not forget to hit the subscribe button for regular updates from me. There versus there, T-H-E-R-E versus T-H-E-I-R. There, T-H-E-R-E, is meant to point to something specific, okay? So there goes the airplane. There is a pen on the table. There's something wrong with me today. There is a pronoun of the possessive them. Something like, it's their car. They have all the rights to do what they want to do. The citizens of this country should be able to exercise their rights. So this is the primary difference between there and their. They do not mean the same. Affect versus effect. Affect, A-F-F-A-C-T, is a verb. It is meant to point to the result of a change. The global warming or the hot weather is affecting me. So we are talking about something that is happening. It's the result of something. The bus was parked in such a way that it affected the movement of all the vehicles around itself. Okay? The second word is effect. Effect is usually used as a noun. So let's say the effects of global warming are there for everyone to see. It's the effects. The effects of my sickness have affected everyone. Alcohol has adverse effects on your system. So that's the difference between affect versus effect. The third pair of words, it's, IT apostrophe S versus ITS. IT apostrophe S is used as a contraction of the words it is. It is hot today. I can write it as it is hot today or IT apostrophe S. It's hot today. So it is very simple. You use IT apostrophe S whenever you want to use it is. On the other hand, it's without an apostrophe is a possessive of the pronoun it. The company is going to be giving a bonus of 25% to all its employees. You will use ITS without an apostrophe because it's an act of possession to its employees. So it means the company's employees. So that's the difference between ITS with an apostrophe and ITS without an apostrophe. The next set of words, who versus that. You use who when you are referring to a person. It is she who hurt me on several occasions. Okay, I'm talking about a person. This is the woman who comes to the temple every day. I'm talking about a person, so I use who. That, on the other hand, refers to something which is not human. It is this cap that became the talking point of the town. It is this particular place that makes me nostalgic every single time I come here. Okay, so this is the difference between who versus that. The next set of words, less versus fewer. Less is used when you cannot count something. So you use less when you're talking about words like money, sugar, water. These are uncountable nouns. You cannot talk about them with a plural form. You cannot say monies or you cannot say sugars, you cannot say waters. Okay, so you are going to be saying, I have less money than what I had last month. I cannot say I have fewer money. On the other hand, you talk about fewer when you can count the noun. For example, I had fewer tasks to finish today. I had fewer things to do yesterday. She had fewer hours to finish working that day. So that's the difference between less versus fewer. The next set of words, then versus than. THEN is used to refer to any specific time or time in general. Let's say, I will do it then, or I was reading and then I went to bed. So I'm talking about one activity, which is reading, after which I went to sleep or went to bed. Than, on the other hand, is used to refer to comparisons. For example, my brother is older than I am, or this water is colder than what I expected it to be. So I'm talking about comparisons. She has more books than I do. The next set of words, TOO versus TO. Too is used to denote excess. It's too hot today, or I have too much on my plate. It can also be used as a substitute for also. She did this to him too. So to in this case is a substitute for also. TO is used to point to any direction, like toward. She was walking to him or she was walking toward him, right? It can be used in that sense. Or she told him to not make mischief. So it is used as a very flexible preposition. Okay? So that is the difference between to versus TO2. The next one is whose versus WHO apostrophe S. Whose is a possessive of the pronoun who. So it again is an act of possession. It is she whose clothes I kept wearing when I didn't have any of my own. She is the one whose cooking is amazing, right? It belongs to someone. Someone possesses that, whether it's a quality or any object. WHO apostrophe S, on the other hand, is a contraction of the words who is. Okay, so if you want to say who is coming tomorrow for the party, you can say who's coming, or who has the maximum number of votes. You can also use WHO apostrophe S in this case to replace who has. The other example would be who is the one who failed to show up yesterday. You can use whose, WHO apostrophe S. The next set of words, further versus father. FURTHER versus FARTHER. Further means a symbolic distance. We shall discuss this further when we meet. She didn't speak any further. So it is she didn't speak any more. We're talking about distance but not physical distance. Father, on the other hand, is used to denote physical distance. She ran further down the road, or she ran farther down the road, or it was farther than what we thought it would be. So we're talking about physical distance here. The last set of words, into versus into with a space. Into is putting something into something. I put the fork into the bowl. I put all my clothes into one bag. Into with a space is largely based on the verb that comes before into. I logged in to the website. She chipped in to pay for the meal. Okay, so I'm talking about something that is based on the word or verb that precedes into. Logged in, chipped in, and into is directly something going into something else. So those were the 10 pairs of words that are commonly mistaken for one another. I hope you understood the difference. If you have any more doubts or questions, please feel free to drop your questions or queries in the comment section below. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay tuned and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel.